A tree I'd like to talk about is the sycamore, often called the London plane, and in the United States it's a different name than what you'd hear about in Europe. In Europe, if you refer to a sycamore, it's a different type of maple. This particular one is the one that is planted most common and is used as a city street tree in many cases. My name is Blair Glenn, and I am an ISA certified arborist. The purpose of this topic isn't so much about the particular tree, but what happens to it. If you look closely at this image, you can see where this tree was topped severely just above the roof line. We also have a native sycamore in California, the Platanus racemosa, which gets extremely large. A lot of developments keep the trees, but people are afraid of them, so quite often they will top these enormous trees, or past homeowners will top them, and the new owners don't realize that there's any problems. It's very hard to recognize when a tree has been topped if it's a fast-growing species that encapsulates the old topped wound. This tree was topped in the past. You have to look for close signs, evidence, pockets, areas where you have a change-up. Quite often you'll have a natural-looking framework that suddenly has branches that go straight up. That's a good indicator of a tree that has been topped in the past. This is quite a ways up in the tree, and you can see the change-up here where it goes from big wood to lots of straight shoots. This actually was cut off flush right in the middle of this picture about 15, maybe 18 years ago, and at this point in time you can't tell that there is a decay pocket hidden within this cut. Climbers that get into these trees are often confused or don't recognize the dangers, and sometimes you end up with weaknesses that can't support the climber. There's often very obvious decay problems, such as this. And we have extreme decay. This is the same type of tree, a much older specimen. It's got character, but I don't know how safe it is. You can see the growth will actually completely go up and around these decay pockets, and you can have an entirely hollow tree that magically looks like it's in good shape. You'll also have what's often referred to as a ram's horning, where the decay gets wrapped up by the new growth. And it becomes a race. What's going to happen? Is the tree going to develop stronger wood and keep it alive, or is the decay going to overwhelm the tree? In any case, weight and leverage are always an issue. These sycamore trees can get quite massive. This is better than 6 feet across at the butt. Now back to the giant trees that are towering over this person's house. What do? Do we get back up there and cut them back hard again because of the potential for failure? Do you just keep your fingers crossed? What happens when you send a climber up into this tree and they recognize that there is 25 or 30 feet of new growth on top of an old topped cut? Well, I don't have any hard and fast answers to that one, but we do have to recognize that there are a lot of trees that we have to scrutinize much more closely and look for evidence of potential disasters. Thanks for taking the time to view this presentation. Once again, my name is Blair Glenn, and I am an ISA certified arborist.